From the chapter, I Love You Double. My mother unloaded the burden of her quarrels and the daily dose of indignity that she had to endure onto my brother and me. We were the only safe harbor she had. Her temper, already bad, became irrational and uncontrollable. I found it impossible to predict or gauge what would anger her and what would please her. I had to pick my way through that minefield without a map. My feet and fingers and sometimes even my head were blown off, but after floating around untethered for a while, they would magically reattach themselves. When she got angry with me, she would mimic my way of speaking. She was a good mimic and made me sound ridiculous to myself. I clearly remember everything about every instance she did that, even what I was wearing. It felt as though she had cut me out, cut my shape out of a picture book with a sharp pair of scissors, and then torn me up. And already, Mother Mary Comes to Me. It's not only a beautiful memoir and tribute to a complicated, powerful woman by a complicated, powerful woman. It really is a book that I think so beautifully illustrates and holds the complexity of love and harm, and when estrangement has to happen for mental health and for safety, but not because lack of love. As a therapist, that's something that really gets me a lot. Is there are a lot of parents who cannot accept that they are causing harm, even if it was unintentional, and will often blame the child or adult child for being selfish or immature, or they'll say your therapist or your friends have turned you away from your family. But I know, having sat with so many people who've made the extremely difficult, painful choice, usually only after dozens, hundreds of tries to reconcile, to be heard, to be seen, to no longer be torn to pieces. Children don't estrange themselves unless it's for their own safety. And they also don't stop loving someone just because of estrangement. So let's hold the complexity that someone can love you and also be very hurtful for you, intentionally or unintentionally, right? The unhealed can often take out their hurts on somebody else. That doesn't make it okay. It may make it understandable, and it may help you have compassion, but it also doesn't change the fact that sometimes people have to create distance. They might be loose boundaries, hard boundaries, or they might be sometimes estrangement to save oneself. And in a strange way, having the strength to save yourself maybe is also a testament to your family, that you are the cycle breaker who's going to be a healer for the family line. Our family of origins give us incredible strengths and resiliencies along with our traumas or our losses, and what you make of it, that's each person's own story. But I highly do recommend Mother Mary Comes to Me, because I think it will feel familiar to a lot of folks. Even if you're unfamiliar with the settings in India and the incredible career trajectory of the author, you will still find some familiar passages about what it feels like to be a young person with a family member you may very much adore, but who you realize could annihilate you emotionally, and so you need to find a way. So estrangement is not a simple choice. Estrangement is not something someone decides on a whim, and it's never one-sided. It's usually extraordinarily complex. Recommended reading, not a therapy book, but a very good, beautiful book that I think a lot of folks will find relatable.